570 Sports here in the studio with Justin Carney, Trinity Johnson, and before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Gallhan Auto. It's income tax season. If you need a vehicle, you need rotors, tires, brakes, struts, whatever you need, Gallhan Auto, Kaiser Avenue, right there in Taylor, Pennsylvania. DePicho's Pharmacy. DePicho's. Go see Tom, man. He's giving those vaccine shots away for COVID-19, and also he's got a nice little setup up there. He's really taking care of the community in Dunmore and all the other surrounding areas. So DePicho's Pharmacy and this nice, beautiful studio, Jeff D'Angelo Design Group. Check Jeff out. He's got a nice little setup here. He's got tons of props in the shop. Come get them. Now today we're here with star basketball player, Wyoming Valley West, Trinity Johnson. Trin, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I mean, I know you guys are kind of out of the playoffs. Tough loss to Crestwood, but I mean, how would you sum up your season?
I think we had a pretty good season overall. We had a bunch of younger girls coming in this year, so we knew it was going to be a tough one. But with who we had out there, we definitely played well and we played our hearts out. So that's what really matters. Right.
So how do you plan on getting better for next season?
For next season, I know a lot of the girls, we don't play AAU together, but we all play AAU, so being able to go out there and play against tougher competition, we're definitely going to come back stronger next year. And we played a whole year together, and we have no seniors, so we're going to have the same group next year, and we're definitely going to be able to be stronger.
Right. Where do you plan on playing AAU basketball?
I plan to play for NEPA Elite with Kevin.
Okay, so you're another elite prospect. They're all over the place. What would you say for the job that they do in that program?
They're amazing. That's definitely where the best competition is. The best players all around here, they all go there. So that's where I want to be to play. Even if I don't make the top team and play with Mariah and Kylie, I'll still be able to be in there with the gym and get the influence that they bring.
Right. What are your goals as far as with basketball?
I definitely want to play in college. That's probably my main goal. 1,000 points, it's there, but it's like if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I really just want to play in college and further playing.
Right.
So Trinity, when you're setting your goals for your season, whether it be your season, your career, anything you're looking forward to, how can you teach younger players coming in? You mentioned you have a lot of younger players on your team. How can you transition that to the program to hope that continues all the way through?
I just try and tell them, hey, especially this year with COVID, this could be your last game you're out there. Just play your heart out. Play as hard as you can. Because you never know. You could get injured. I suffered an injury this season, was out 3 games. Like, anything could happen. So just go out there and play hard because you never know. And I also tell them to set realistic goals. Don't expect to go out there and drop 30 points your first game as a freshman. Yeah, that'd be awesome. It'd be amazing for you. But it's also, you have to keep yourself realistic. And you can't get too hard on yourself because then you're just going to bring your playing down altogether.
Those are great words of advice for all you incoming freshmen out there and sophomores looking to go forward. Miss Johnson here, great ideas.
Right,
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. So you average 12.4 points a game, 9 rebounds, so you nearly average a double-double.
Yeah.
You're only like 1 slight rebound off of a double-double.
We'll get it next year.
1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Like we'll say 2 blocks per game.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you're at right now?
Honestly, I know I could have done better and I could have played stronger, but where I'm at, I'm pretty content with because my defensive presence is definitely known by most of the coaches, and my offensive presence. After every game, after the Crestwood game, the coach made it stated in the paper that their goal was to shut me down, and that they did a pretty good job, and I'll give credit to him because he knew what he was doing. But
right.
I'm pretty happy with how I played.
Right. So I mean, you also play volleyball.
Yes.
How well do you do with volleyball?
I'm pretty good at volleyball. I've been a captain. This year was my first year being a captain. I haven't gotten 100 kills yet. I was pretty close. I came close, but it's definitely harder this year. I don't even know how many games we had, but barely over 10 because of COVID. So I lost out on a big opportunity to get some more points.
Right.
So one of the things I want you to talk about is the whole multi-sport aspect. How do you feel volleyball helps you in basketball and basketball helps you in volleyball?
Volleyball definitely helps me, like, jumping-wise with basketball and rebounding because it's basically the same timing. You have to meet the ball at its highest points to hit it down, and then you have to meet it at the highest point to rebound. So that definitely helps me out. Basketball, I think my training for basketball, since I train my vertical so much because I want to dunk, I think that definitely helps me in volleyball because it helps my vertical jumping to hit.
That's awesome. And multi-sports really do help the athletes out. That's great to hear, Trinity.
Right. Who's gonna dunk first? You or Sierra?
We'll start with I think Sierra has the tennis ball and the smaller ball down, but that'd be pretty cool. We get a girls' dunk competition going.
Oh, that would be insane. And 570 Sports will be all over that one.
Oh yeah,
all over that one. So, hey, academically, the next level requires education and requires decent grades. I see you're averaging at 3.9 GPA, which is great. I see you're a member of the National Honor Society. So your education is there. What are your goals set at as far as college?
I definitely want to go to a school where that's academically challenging, and I'm going to have to put in the work and the effort. Not like I'm going to walk in there and I'm not going to, I'm still going to get a degree, obviously, but it's not like a degree that you get from Ivy League versus like King's College. So I definitely want to go to a very strong academic school because I know the academics are there, and I also want to go to med school.
Right. So. Is basketball or volleyball one of the things that you want to do in college? Or?
Yes, I definitely want to play basketball.
Right.
How do you feel preparing yourself for your studies and preparing yourself for athletics is combined?
It definitely can be a struggle at points because it's like you have to choose between one or the other. I mainly put school first, but sometimes basketball does get in the way and I have to cut out studying time to go to a practice or this or that. But honestly, I think I balance it pretty well.
That's truly a great testament to all the student athletes out there that you guys put all that time in, studying on buses, getting all those group projects done with everybody, and that's a very good job.
Right, and I see you're out there in the community, so you're not just like playing basketball and doing what you got to do. I mean, you're a volunteer at Geisinger Wyoming Valley Hospital right now during COVID. You're
not during COVID. They shut it down during COVID. But if I was able to, I would definitely be in there.
Okay, what do you do volunteering there?
Mainly what I do, you can work in food services where you just basically help them in the kitchen, but I like to work in the supply chain where you take stuff up to the supply rooms on the different floors and put it in the rooms. Sometimes during the summer when they have the volunteer program, you're able to go into the patient's room and talk to them and take them little care packages with some snacks or stuff. So I just like the hospital environment in general, and it's definitely something that I'm interested in the future.
Right. So not only is volunteering, doing community service a great thing, but it's also great to put on your college resume as well. Yeah. So that's why I bring that up.
Hospitality, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So I mean, according to your dad, what he says you want to play D1.
Yes.
I mean, do you feel like you can elevate your game to get to that level?
I think I definitely have to put in the work. This summer is going to be a big summer for me, and it's definitely my goal, but I know reality, and I know that it's definitely a very hard task to go Division I. Right. So I'm humble about it. I'm perfectly fine playing Division III, playing locally, but my main focus is my degree. That's what I'm worried about in school. But playing basketball is definitely what I want to do as well. Right.
So when I check you out next year, I'd like to know she said this is where she said she needed to improve. She really improved there. So what would you like to improve?
My offense, I've definitely struggled over the past years coming out strong offensively because I just know, I don't want to be deemed as a ball hog. That's just, I don't know, it's just something that's in my head. But I definitely struggle coming out of my shell. I'm a timid player, and I'm a very team player, so I like to pass the ball. I like to see other people score. So that's definitely something that I can improve on.
Right. So I was watching Clay Basilika's tape that he put out of you, and I seen some shots that you were making, some difficult shots.
Yeah.
Almost shots that you would be as a coach, you'd be like, don't take that shot. But you're making them. So
the classic coaching, don't shoot it. Great shot.
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah, one of those, right?
Right. Almost one of those. Do you enjoy making difficult shots?
I think I've gotten to the point with school ball where I'm just I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna have fun, and if I miss, I miss. It's definitely, as the year has gone on, I've been more of a selfish player, which it's not who I want to be, but I know that sometimes that it just has to happen if you want to win.
Right.
Now, speaking in regards to that, sometimes being a selfish player as the best player on the team isn't a bad thing. Okay, sometimes, you talked about making difficult shots, we've all seen those shots at the end of quarters, end of halftime, the end of the game shot. Let's picture great players where it's fade away, throwing it up, behind the back, stuff like that. I think that shows you coming out of your shell and your courage that you started to develop to take those shots and transition yourself to the next level. So where do you think that'll take you next year as far as even being more confident and starting to develop maybe an outside game or taking that next level?
I think I've definitely developed a lot of courage this year compared to my freshman and sophomore year. And playing in the summer definitely helps that because you're playing on a team where everyone supports each other. Everyone wants everyone to do well. So playing with girls that are like that definitely helps the courage and helps you play better.
And do you see playing with that talent that you play with, you pick up stuff from the other kids?
Definitely.
Yes.
Moves that they do, like anything that they... Sierra is an amazing rebounder. She can track the ball down so well, and that's just something that you start to pick up on when you play with them.
That's awesome.
Right. What do you, I mean, bringing up Sierra, what do you think of Sierra's game?
I think she's a phenomenal player. I love how she's so versatile, how she plays outside, she can play inside. She has a great three. Like, that's definitely, even though she's younger than me, she's definitely a player that I look up to.
Right. I mean, it's unfortunate they got their season cut short like that. You know?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, I don't think the arena's going to be the same, to be honest with you. It's going to be a little weird.
It's not going to be. It's going to be a tough year. And to these kids that have all overcome so much this year, it's incredible to see what you guys go through and just keep persevering. It really is.
Right. So some goals that I set for you for next year. I'm going to need you to be a Wyoming Valley West Conference first team. I'm going to need, because you're on second team now, so we always want to up the bar.
Yeah.
So we need a first team, and then I need to see you get to your 1,000.
All right.
I think you could do it. It's all right within your grasp. And then I also need to see you maybe a high goal, maybe All-State. That would be dope.
You can do it.
You know? And a couple playoff wins. I'm not saying you got to win it all, but a couple playoff wins would be nice.
I think next year we'll get it.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on 570 Sports. It was a real honor to actually have you come down here instead of seeing you train in Music Youth Center with Clay Bastalikia. But, you know, we got you down, and I look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good luck next year. Good luck with all your workouts with Clay this summer, and just keep working hard, Trinity, and you'll do your best.
Thank you.
Great to see you.